Hey, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart Readings. And today we're going to do some spring readings. Now, it is still Pisces season. As I'm filming this, everyone's been messaging like, happy spring. I'm like, it's the day of it, but we're not there yet with the degrees. We have a springtime video up, but this one will be for the spring equinox. Any insight, advice, information regarding the spring equinox. And stay tuned because I'll also do a new moon in Aries one because we're having all of this happen, like fireworks in the sky around the same time. So go ahead and pick a deck. We have the Wildflowers. We have our Earth deck here, the Asase Ye Duru. The Earth has a voice, the Earth has weight. And we have the Pretty Wild Bugs Oracle. Pick one of those. I'll throw some tarot on top and we will see what the messages are. All right, see you on your timestamp. By the way, shout out to all the new subscribers and thank you all who show love on the channel. I much appreciate you. All right, let's go. For those who chose the Wildflower Oracle, let's see, what are some messages for spring? Springtime messages. Springtime messages here. I have moved this from over there, so now you can see all the little ash and smudge. I'm going to put it back. Springtime messages. Right, so we're going to go into the equinox. Okay. I saw that card. I like it for you. Okay. Now we got in the vibe of spring. Let's go ahead and focus on the equinox. Sun going into Aries. Spring equinox. Spring equinox. That's right. We woke up and saw Ladybug, by the way, y'all. So maybe you should check out the Pretty Wild Bugs group since Baby came in and mentioned that on your pile. All right. I usually do a lot of shuffling in between as well, but I just did a little more on screen this time. Wish card. I was excited to flip this over for you. So you guys are over here breaking boundaries, opening doorways for yourself and making wishes, and it is working. We have a wish card here. So Sun in Aries is coming and saying, what you want, boo? What you want. Look at the ray of the candlelight. I hope you can see it once it processes. I do everything in HD, but YouTube, meh. Spirit crew. Wow. So you definitely have the spirit world listening to you and very close to you during this equinox here. Okay, you're seeing the rays of the sun come through and you're having this wish to request and get some wish fulfillment from the spiritual world. Introspection. So some of you are so cute. You're going to be thinking hard about it. What do I want? I have a wish. Let me get this wish right. It can also be that some of you have been holding something very close to heart. Really trying to analyze it with your third eye, your divination, your information, your crown energy. See is, okay, what is it that I want? Let me make this good. Maybe you had a feeling that you were going to have a wish fulfillment from the spiritual world, but you really wanted to make sure that it was like super accurate. I love this energy, Sphinx. Yeah, some of you have a wish where it's like hard to get in that door, or it's hard to get to know that person in some way. It seems like there's like a lot of riddles and mysteries. So you've been trying to figure out how can you make that happen. And we have the spirit world coming through and helping to network for you. You could also be hearing from somebody that you've really, really, really wanted to hear from, having some kind of communication that you're like, yes, finally. Finally, I have the communication from this person that I've really, really been wanting to have. What took so long? I'm hearing back from this job. I'm getting could also be social energy, like you're getting the traffic flow on the internet to your website, something like this. People are figuring out how to find you, okay? Definitely don't overlook people who are introverted and quiet, because it seems like people who are a little bit more unassuming are the ones who are going to help like break the spell, so to speak, so that your door is open to something that's really wonderful for you here for the spring equinox, okay? Let's go ahead and see what other spring equinox messages we have. The Chariot card, moving forward 100%. You guys could have some travel come through. Business energy looks really good. You could get the chance, if you have been separated from somebody in a long distance relationship, to go see them, or they're able to come see you. The action energy does kick in on your side, but it is possible that they're coming towards you as well. There could be flying, because here this person, they're not on the ground. They're actually flying with their phoenix wings on this motorcycle in the sky. So you guys could be having something like that. There could also be, for some of you, the arrival or birth of a child or an animal happening, because this is reminding me of Hagrid. It's reminding me of Hagrid delivering Harry Potter, y'all. So you guys could have a magical child on the way to you in some way, okay? I also feel like happy birthday for everyone who has birthdays during this time, because I'm really I'm really stuck with like the Hagrid motif here. Of course, he has the happy birthday Harry cake that he brings with. He like knocks down a door, right? He helps this magical child even though they're stuck on an island in the middle of the ocean. And there's just like so many metaphors with that. So I feel like that's your guys' energy now. Your spirit crew is like busting a Hagrid. They're coming in, knocking doors off their hinges. They're telling you happy birthday, happy spring equinox, bringing you presents, okay? And they are ready to take you into the next level of your spiritual gifts, your magical gifts, and just beautiful opportunities. I mean, they stop and open a vault of gold, all kinds of things on this journey. So I think you guys are definitely going to have this pick me up when it comes to your finances, when it comes to meeting friends, as we had said. It's just been that maybe if for those who do have like kind of limited ability to connect with others, and maybe even been kind of forced to be a bit more of an introvert than you even would be, there's this energy that like maybe there was like I don't know, like some spiritual interference, or like the vibe of the place that you were in or something wasn't legit for nurturing healthy friendships. So somehow you break through this vibration, and all of a sudden you can be seen and you are celebrated as who you are, and you have good reception, and you're able to network with people and have good friendship with people, okay? I feel like this Seven of Swords is on your side. We have the peacock feather in the cap. We have this pirate panda. So this Seven of Swords, I feel like, is saying, again, we're on your side and we're going to help get you what you want from your spirit crew here, okay? They're like, nothing's going to stop us from being able to pull this off for you and getting you what you really, really want and need. Don't worry about it. We have some slick moves, okay? We can quarterback the situation for you, okay? We'll catch whatever is coming that's good for you, and we can bob and weave, okay? We can duck and dive, whatever we need to make sure that the opposition can't say nothing, okay? And that you have time to make your decisions and your deliberations that you need. So your spirit crew has your back with Six Swords. The Six of Swords is the card of getting someone to safety and having good community and healthy people around. And they're leaving you time with that Ace of Swords to catch your falling star. I put it in your pocket. Never let it fade away. Beautiful energy. And then we immediately have you guys restored to your dreamer energy. We have a beautiful rose here, which shows very, very high vibrational energy. You might work with rose energy. They suggest that a lot to everyone lately. And we have Venus in Taurus, and that rules roses. So it's a good thing to do. Maybe caretake a rose bush this spring, okay? That could be something that could be a really good experience for you. We have butterfly energy here as well. So know that butterfly energy is coming in. Here we have particularly a blue butterfly coming through, kind of like a morphos. Connecting with trees. So you guys definitely will do well being that dreamy mystic that's out, like grounding your feet in the grass, talking with trees, following butterflies, putting on your essential oils for high vibrational energies and healing, things of that nature. And again, we have some love coming towards you. There's definitely some romantic love. We have strong water signs, and they could have a little bit of Aquarius in their chart. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and could have some Aquarius, okay? Yes, and again, the big part of this gift from your spirit crew coming in, because all they're talking about is their gifts for you. They're gifts for you. They're excited. There's going to be blessings. There's going to be surprises, this kind of thing. I'm talking with my hands. That's what that shadow over there is. The blessings here. They're going to give you time to plan your map, to chart things out, to decide what you want to do. But they want you to take action on them. They are asking, they're like, hey, it is Aries season. We're being pretty dreamy with you, but it is Aries season starting off the spring equinox. So hurry and decide what you want. But we're also going to try to give you space. Like if you've been like, oh no, I have to hurry and decide where I'm going to live next or something like that. They don't want you to be rushed by external factors. So they're going to have your back and try to get all those energies off your back. But they do want you to be excited about your future and decide to take action and decide to move forward in a way that's really happy and healthy. Okay, let's do one more here. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I just feel like you're very protected. Very, very protected in this time. Some of you had a very rough winter. You had just like feeling like, again, you had to kind of be overly introspective, hibernate for a long time, things of that nature. But here they're saying that business is going to go well. We have the safety of these three pentacles tied together, again saying good networking. This is perfect together. We have networking with like this three of pentacles, but then this person isn't hiding like a Scrooge, and they're not like, oh no, I have to save, or I'm going to go into like houselessness and food scarcity and stuff. They're not worried about the Five of Pentacles, actually. So what they're doing is they are saving their Three of Wands, their Three of Pentacles, knowing that they have other people to join in with. That's going to be really good networking, really good business deals, really good wish fulfillments. And then they're taking their Ace of Wands and their Ace of Pentacles that they still have left. They're not burned out, and they're planning even new ventures, more ventures from that. So one creative project, one business idea begats another one. And that's really what you're encouraged to do this spring, is to realize you don't have to like put all your eggs in one basket. Unintentional Easter reference. You don't have to burn yourself out in that degree, that you can really have really good connections with community and business endeavors and networking. And then from that, you can have more ideas. I would say, again, act as soon as you possibly can on them. So if you're like, oh, I should also do a website, I should also launch a clothing line, do it. I feel like your ideas are on point. Your creativity is spectacular. I think this, when I'm filming this, we're in the last tail actually of Pisces sun before we go into Aries sun today. We're in a Pisces moon as well before we go into Aries new moon. So I feel like for you guys, you still have a lot of creative ideas that you've been incubating since Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces season, from the winter here. And you have ideas that will be really well seated in fall, that will blossom during summer solstice with Cancer energy here. So I feel like do them. When you have those ideas, immediately move forward and like launch that website or whatever it is that you're saying. Doesn't mean that again, you're not putting all your eggs in one basket, so it doesn't mean you drop everything else and only do that. And it doesn't mean that like 3,000% of your energy goes there, but do it. Like, just give it the chance to grow. Go out in the garden when you say, oh, I think I should add violets to the garden, and plant some violets and just see what happens. And then just slowly start incorporating that caretaking into where you were growing your roses kind of vibe, okay? And see what happens. So that's what I'm seeing here for some messages for this group. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Happy Equinox. Look out for the new moon in Aries video, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye. All right, if you chose the beautiful Asase Ye Duru oracle here, let's go ahead and see what your spring equinox messages are. Gave a bit of a shuffle in between, but let's go ahead and continue. We'll pull some oracle and then some tarot. Spring equinox messages for those who chose Asase Ye Duru. Spring equinox messages here. Okay, let's see what we have going on. Oh, message. This deck is so cute. We're so often, when I'm like using this for a reading here, for like a pick a card or a public reading, it'll be like, yes, we do have a message for you. And then we have open. Or like they'll be like, the queue is open. Or yes, this is a message. We're just using this card in this deck to let people know we do have a message for you. How cute, how beautiful. So they're open to communicating with you, your spiritual forces here, and they seem so excited. You see all the glitter and the stars like bubbling up. They seem so excited to communicate with you this spring equinox. So definitely listen to your spirit crew. We also have the feather here, which is showing that they're sending you signs and synchronicities spectrum. So you guys could be going to a next level in your spiritual vibration, 100%. This also shows embracing the whole spectrum of who you are. Your spiritual forces really love you as who you are. This could be if you have cultural, identity that is in a vast spectrum, or if you have your gender identity or fluidity that's in a spectrum, or your spiritual gifts are kind of like, you have so many different types of spiritual gifts, whatever it is, your artistic gifts. This could be your mental self if you're on a spectrum. Okay, so whatever dynamic this is, they really like the mix that is you. They feel excited. They want to connect with you. Yes, you are important specifically, individually to the spirit world, and they feel very excited to come and channel down some guidance to you this spring equinox, okay? So 100% know that you are worthy to connect to your spiritual forces, because some of them they're saying that some of you, for some reason, you felt like maybe I'm kind of blocked, or maybe my gifts won't go as high as other people's gifts do, or maybe it will take longer than I think. Maybe you have some hesitation about some kind of blossoming, coming out of your shell, giving me kind of the wallflowers. So maybe you should listen to the Wildflower group, because that's this whole deck is about going from the wallflowers to the wildflowers. But there's this kind of vibe here where it's like needing to thaw out. We have kind of wintry colors here, this kind of vibe here. So they're saying that you are highly divine. Your higher self, your God self knows this, knows how sacred and how powerful you are, that you can connect at any time to your divine self and have a spectacular result, and that you don't have to ever see yourself as less than in any way or fashion because of anything that you are in your personality and your style and your identifiers, okay? And this is really, really sweet. I just feel like a lot of love gushing from this group. So this will be a very exploratory season for you. As you learn, there could be like a new language style that you are developing with your spirit group. Some of you have never channeled in your ancestral language before, or like your original language. Like, let's say you're bilingual. Maybe you're even a tarot reader, but you only like use English when you're connecting to the spiritual world or something. Maybe for some reason you don't channel in Spanish, or you don't channel in whatever your home language or something. So you might try that. I feel like here, the more that you reclaim who you are, the more that you go to the spiritual world as who you are, the more you're showing externally this spring, like the expression of yourself that's very authentic, that you want to show, not that other people have kind of frozen you out and kind of given you limited options for. You guys might even decide like design your own clothes or something like this. The more you do that, the more your messages are going to be on point, the more your bridges and doorways and roadways are going to open, the more other people are going to be like, oh, there you are. You're going to find your soul people more, because you're going to be sending out the right signal. I always use the example of like let's say you're a goth, but because your family won't let you dress like a goth, you have to dress like a skater boy or something, right? And so you're like not finding your people. But then as soon as you dress like a goth, then they're like, oh, my people. So it's like this kind of vibe where you guys have the permission to take off more layers that have been hiding your beautiful aura, this beautiful prism of who you are, and your spirit world's trying to guide you more into you. They feel like there should be more vibrancy. I even look over and there's a rainbow here. So we have like all of this winter like trying to melt away and like get you back reinvigorated and excited about life. And then we have a rainbow as I look over here, trying to bring in this like happiness. Some of you are trying to come out of the closet. I have had that message come up quite a few times lately on the channel, which means it's pertinent to people. All right, no one deserves to live in a closet. Okay, so let's go ahead and see some other messages that we have here. Things going on. I love this open doorway. I love the first message. They're like, if you're someone who clicks off quickly, we at least want to let the people know we're giving them signs and synchronicities. We're here with the message, and we're opening things up for them. Here we go. Oh, there's quite a few cards. Lovers reverse. So some of you might have thought, because you didn't get a particular love, because one love connection didn't work, or there was a divorce or a breakup, or you're saying, I've never been in love, I'm single since birth, that you don't have any opportunities. And this is saying that's not accurate, actually, because this is coming right upon the open doorway. So you do have an open door to leave. If you need to leave a partnership, it could even be like a business contract or something that doesn't suit you. It doesn't protect you, right? It's not as good as you thought it would be, and now you want to change. This could also be changing your major, something like that, something that's big, that's kind of like a major partnership or decision that starts to kind of identify who you are in a way. It could be also leaving friend groups, or even like putting distance with cousins or something. It's a card of Gemini, which connects with cousins, neighbors, our locality, our studies, communication. So it could be in those areas as well. But this is saying you have open doors, even if you have to close the doors on some people, and you have open doors to love, even if you haven't experienced that yet, or it's been a minute, okay? We have temperance reversed here with message. So the spirit world wants you to be very, very aware of what is not for you. Temperance reverse is things that it's oil and water. It's not going to mix. We're not having a divine alchemy here. Unfortunately, with temperance reverse, we could have closed-minded people. It's a Sagittarius card reverse. So we have Gemini and Sag reversed here. If you are in a situation where you have not been receiving love, or if that occurs during spring, they want you to know your energy is good, you're open, you deserve to be accepted as who you are. So if people are having bigotries to the spectrum of person that you are, or if people make you feel like you don't belong, or they're not supportive, it really looks like it's a them issue in a lot of ways, okay? There could be messages here about how to be more authentic from your spirit crew, and how to be more harmonious to the environment and people around you. So there could be some learning lessons for some of you. Maybe you're trying to learn to be more and more. Maybe your spiritual journey is teaching you to be more accepting of other people's identifiers than you were taught originally. So some of you, you're in that part of your journey where you're like, wow, like the more I go into spiritual energy, the more I realize that a lot of the fears and kind of bigotries that I was taught growing up, like they held nothing compared to people's God self, and I shouldn't have those things. So it could be that way. It could also be externally that you experience this from people. This also, I feel like, for those of you who are artists and you're creatives and things of that nature, is saying you can't believe everybody's feedback on your work. It's good to be humble, but watch out for people who just want to trash your alchemy that you're doing because they have a different style. Right? You can, like anyone, I always use Van Gogh as an example. Anyone can go up to Van Gogh and be like, you're painting wrong. Like, why is your paint so chunky? It should be like this because this is the way I paint, right? Like, what's with you, Impressionists, or whatever it is? Anyone could do that, right? One school of art can bash another school of art. It doesn't mean they're right. I also feel like for this group, you could be really good at something, but you don't realize how good you are because you do it differently. And actually, that's why I use Van Gogh as such an example, because I paint more like that style. But I grew up around people who were really good painters, but they did not paint that style. So I thought I wasn't as good as like at painting for a long time. And so I would just go into instruments and music and just any other type of art, very always around artsy people, very artsy energy, right? But I really thought that I wasn't good at painting for a long time. And then I realized, oh wow, I paint just like this person who's like renowned for painting. This is the style. This is how I paint. And so there's something like this with you guys too, where if you're in the right location, some of you might want to travel, get out from where you're at. You're being like, you feel like this rough energy in your location that you're in, or something of that nature. I feel like it really disturbs your energy, because I'm like pausing here and we're going a long time on this, I know. But I feel like you kind of want to get out of here, okay? You want to get out of this vibe. And I think it's important you don't listen to these people kind of messing up your alchemy. Four of Wands, some of you feel stuck in your housing. This is an Aries card. This is like a card of spring, like boom, let's go. It's Aries season, it's spring equinox, but it's reversed. I feel like this group, some of you might be picking this group when there's still some sadness, some melancholia kind of energy going around. Five of Cups. Yeah, I felt that. Excuse us so soon. Let's see what we have. King of Cups. It could be this love situation, okay? Page of Wands reverse. So they're saying it's better for you to shake things up completely and be a bit ornery, maybe even a bit more obnoxious this spring, than to allow these things to hold you back. And this person looks like a painter. They look like you could put a paint palette, like they just painted the tree all different colors, like I'll do what I want. So I feel like for this group, they're saying create something from the sadness. Here we have wishing flowers going out, even though there's a Five of Cups. Even though there's been disappointment, even though there's been, not feeling like we got our soulmate, or that we fit into the group we wanted, or that people are interpreting us the way that we want. I feel like this group, you have empaths in this group. So you feel overwhelmed by the physical world not being as accepting and loving and safe as you would like them to be, things of this nature, okay? But this is saying, yeah, don't be afraid to like bark back. They definitely are encouraging you towards the Mars side of Aries season. All four of these are cards of Mars. Mars rules Aries and Scorpio. So you could really feel the Scorpio full moon during Taurus season, and you can really feel Aries season. Mercury is in Aries now. We have the messenger in fire right here. So they're saying speak your mind. Speak your mind, because things to you that might seem like, oh, it's selfish or that's rude, it really isn't, because you have so many people that go against your boundaries and take up your personal space that you're supposed to be shining in, that there's an overly humble energy that's here. And once you start actually speaking up for your heart, speaking up for your ideas, speaking up for your creativity and things, you're going to realize, wow, like I thought back then that this was rude. I thought I was scared to use this language or to speak this forcefully or to say what I really wanted to say. Maybe I kind of laugh it off as a joke, or maybe even I would kind of read people, but then I kind of take it back, or I would just make myself kind of like a jokester or something for some of you. But it's like, once I actually start speaking this way and I start seeing the results, that I get what I need and I'm treated more respectfully and I'm able to put my ideas out there that I deserve to, now I realize, wow, I really wasn't even being rude. I was just like claiming my own voice. So I definitely think throat chakra is just major for you guys this spring equinox, because everything here, we have communication card first down with Gemini card, and everything is about creativity and communication, and that's throat chakra for sure. I think also here you guys have to like really be super dynamic with your home dynamic. So if you are someone who's had a lot of displacement with housing and stuff, it looks like there could be people who pretend to be welcoming, but they're not so welcoming. And so you're going to have to really have your own back, even though I think a lot of you, again, are naturally very sensitive, very nurturing. It's like you came out the womb that way as this very easygoing child. But it's kind of like having some of these wake up calls, like the world's not always super nice, so you have to have a little feist. Okay, just remind yourself that when you want to be sugary, there could be children, someone could definitely be having children. There's like 11 kids just popped out. They got their feet in the stirrups. Okay, some of you could quickly be finding a romantic partner and then having a bunch of kids and you're like shocked. Something is becoming unblocked when it comes to relationships and having children. Okay, but yes, remember, the world's not always nice, so I need to have a little feist. That is your takeaway. So please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Happy spring equinox. All right, for those of you who chose the Pretty Wild Bug Oracle, hey, 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 remember to hit that like, please. I like shuffled around the decks over here in between, and the tea card was what wanted to come out on top for you guys. So y'all have some tea that you will be sipping, brewing, hearing sizzle, hearing whistle on the kettle this spring, okay? A lot of tea happening. Let's go ahead and see spring equinox messages for those who chose the Pretty Wild Bugs Oracle. Spring equinox messages here. Spring equinox messages for those who chose Pretty Wild Bugs Oracle. All right, let's see what we have. Victory! Yes! Boom! I don't know why I'm here like bow chicka wow wow. Don't think I ever use that in real life, y'all. Okay, so we have this energy, very Leo card. This is kind of like Leo Aquarius, winning in these realms, little Pisces energy here. We have you guys standing out and it's just working. So be who you are. Don't change who you are at all. It's exactly how you're going to get like all of the accolades. All of the accolades. This lets you know whatever you have been stressed or worried about, hopefully there's nothing, okay? But if there's anything you've been concerned about, wondering about, this is letting you know you got it. It's a yes. It's a yes. You're going to have success, period. Period. It's going to work out. Look at this. Spirit world channeling down to you. What is it? Sweet luck. We saw a ladybug today when we woke up as well. Sweet luck. There is a ladybug reading on this channel actually, and we have some luck videos. I think you guys should go watch them and hear more about the good things luck is bringing you, because it looks like you're going to be lucky, and I really like that energy for you. Adorn. That's what I was feeling here. I feel like you guys, some of you could work in costuming, something with costuming, visuals, looks, okay, something of this nature, and you're going to be good at it. You're going to be very good at it. But it's saying that your look, your style is going to be part of how you get in the door, how you carry yourself. That's Aries energy, right? Aries is all about the ascendant. Yeah, so I feel like something with cosmetics for some of you, or just like showing up as who you are, because Aries is all about repping your ascendant, like your look, your physicality and your personality, and that impression getting you like a good response from others. So you guys definitely have this energy. We have yeah, Aries, Leo, Pisces, Aquarius, as I had said here. Let's go ahead and get some other cards. Humor reverse. Some of you could be going into something with like being a comedian or showing your humor, maybe on social media, or that helps you get into certain doors. You guys are funny, but you're not showing it. And the spirit world is trying to have humor with you. So maybe you don't like when readings are joking and not, just like fake peaceful woke. I'm a Pisces, and because I am the chill one who's like the stereotype in a way of like chill Pisces readings, I decided to play it off kilter and just come in and I was the first one to do tea readings and things like that, because I got tired of like the fake woke tarot readers pretending to be calm and zen and just like mimicking all of this and this kind of vibe, right? And then people feeling like, oh, that's what spirituality is. But for you guys, it seems like you're kind of holding your spirit crew to that. It seems like they want to be a little raucous. They want to have some fun with you. They're saying, lighten up. We try to come with some humor for you all the time. We try to bring in some other textures. We don't want you to feel like we're just over here, oh yes, spiritual, spiritual, spiritual. And they don't want you to feel like they're like boom, doom, scary, scary kind of vibe or something like that. They're like, look, we can have humor with you, and it's okay if you laugh, like crack a smile. If you suddenly like catch yourself thinking something really funny and you're like, oh my gosh, why am I thinking that right now? I can't just be smiling like a weirdo. Your spirit crew's trying to get you to lighten up. They're the ones who made you think that. They're trying to say, hey, have some fun. Like we know some slang. We can chat with you. We remember some silly things you've done. Like you have a good humor. Show it to people. All right. They're saying you need to take a break more and you need to allow yourself to have fun. So the energies being channeled to you from your spirit crew are luck, sweet luck, where you're like, oh, it's so cute. I'm so lucky. They love me so much. Humor and celebration. Okay. They want to get you to have some laughs. It reminds me of like the Four of Wands in Tarot, because that's an Aries card. We're having fun just because we want to. We're making life happen just because we want to. We decided to have a celebration, right? And that's the energy that they're really bringing in. And the birds just started, I don't know if you can hear them, but they just started chirping up a storm out here, okay? So have some fun with your spirituality. Right? Let your conscious, your inner voice be a bit more humorous and fun. And if you're already doing that, then great, because that's exactly what your spirit crew wants, okay? Narrate yourself as you go down the street, looking amazing, having fun, being your cute little strange self, okay? Having your amazing luck, celebrating yourself. Seven of Cups. They feel like, yeah, you guys can have a really, really rich inner world. And I feel like that really, it helps you in the physical world. It's not something to be ashamed of. It's a really good thing that you're such a dreamy person, that you're such a imaginative person. And I think that this group, you guys don't seem to realize that, again, a lot of times when you're thinking these things and having conversations in your head, you're actually talking to your spirit crew and you're actually like divining. Do you realize that? You are. Like, you'll just be thinking, oh, wouldn't it be so funny if so-and-so turned out to be like this? And look, that's tea, honey. That's exactly how they are. You just read it. You gotta, this is a Scorpio card. So Scorpios can pretend they're taking a nap, but they're always getting the tea on someone. They're psychic AF. So you guys have this energy here, Five of Swords. It's saying don't fight it. You guys could also get tired of having so much information in your brain all the time. They're saying don't fight it. And your spirit crew saying stop fighting it when we're trying to send you some luck, okay? Eight of Cups here. Yes. So they're saying also it's okay to do some kind of makeover. Some of you want a bit of a spiritual makeover. You want a bit of a physical makeover. I'm also seeing, whoa, there's so many difficulties you guys just got out of. Look at all those mountains. And they're like, bye. See ya. Bye difficulty, bye problem. New solutions now. Okay, so your spirit crew, they're in a great mood. They're over here. We're lucky. We're happy. They're jumping, clicking their heels. Like they're feeling good. They're feeling great. Thank you very much. And they want you to understand that. Like you're psychic. You're talented. Like there's so many things you don't even have to argue or worry about anymore. Like let yourself be in a fun vibration. You know what it is too? When we first start off on our spiritual journey, there's certain things we have to cut off because we're so sensitive or susceptible to them that we might fall into negative thinking or something if it's not like the most perfect positive thinking ever. But as you grow in your spiritual gifts, then you realize that, hey, I can be spiritual anywhere and it doesn't affect me because the song has a curse word in it or because I didn't completely like blockade the room before I did a tarot reading with, every magical symbol in the world, right? So we go through times where we're very raw and vulnerable, but then we start getting our spiritual muscle up. We get our weight up and we realize I can handle all this. I can handle a little more tea, right? I can stay spiritual while knowing how to put out my boundaries and close out vibrations I don't want. And that's why your spirit crew seems so excited because they're like, you're getting it, fam. You're not letting things bother you anymore. You're toughening up. This is like, I don't know why. I'm getting some of you are fashion because I'm getting the Devil Wears Prada where she goes from being like so scared and like shaking in her boots to like handling things before the boss even says anything and being like, now what? Like, what else can you give me? Right? I got my thick skin on now. I know my talents and my skill sets now. Like, I'm not worried about this anymore. It doesn't affect me the way it would have before. That's how your guys' energy is now. It's growing into that more and more, and it's a good look because you're going to be able to trust your gifts, develop them more, not let certain things bother you that did before. You're going to be able to express yourself differently. You are changing, you are growing, and that's a good thing. You got the Feist of the Page of Wands here wanting to come through. Yes, and that's that Aries card. That's Aries holding the flame saying, fire. You guys are going to be a little bit more daring, maybe a little bit more slapdash, all right? And this is coming on the humor card. They're like, just take an action and laugh about it later, okay? At least you did something. This is how fire signs get away with so much with the universe because the universe is like, well, they're the only ones who took action. So they get like 10,000 points for that. So yeah, they did kind of cut up, but at least they finally took action. No one else in the universe did. So you guys have big blessings from your spirit crew and protection when you take action, especially if you have fire placements, especially if you have a fire north node. If your north node is in fire, you are supposed to act now, think later. It's what you're supposed to learn, okay? You're supposed to be daring and unafraid and just try things, okay? But you guys have big support when you're doing that. Aries season will reward you. Why? Because you're the winner. You're the champion. Did you see you got victory over here and then you got the Seven of Wands? What? Literally, who's going to stop you? Nothing is going to be able to stop you. You guys also have lucky numbers because this is like a Seven of Wands to me. So this is 777, which is lucky, right? If you're playing casino games or something, it's like a lucky number. And you got sweet luck here. All right. Give pause. So they said also enjoy your victories. Enjoy your victories and celebrate your victories. Oh, they didn't want the top card. They threw this out. King of Wands. We have strong fire energy here. So you guys could be dealing with Leo, Aries, Sagittarians. Bottom of the deck, they said just flip it over. I know you only did 5 cards each for each pile or 6 cards, however many. Just flip it over. 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Look at I'm just hearing we are the champions and like over and over. 6 of Wands. Look at the unicorn panda. Look at the difficulties behind, okay? And I love that this panda decided to paint those difficulties and competitions the way they wanted to. They're like, you know what? I'm going to make a mural out of this. I want to turn it into a song about how I overcame and not worry about it anymore. I'm going to adorn myself as I want to, right? I'm going to adorn and adore myself the way I want to. I'm going to show who I am. Moving forward, I'm going to have victories and success. So much life force and vitality and excitement here. Business looks amazing. You guys could be really good at business. You could really, really, really stand out. You could be the top, salesperson. You could be the one bringing in great ideas. Definitely, you could be an entrepreneur. The King of Wands, they know how to hustle and they know how to make a business. They're that person you're like, they come from where? And they were able to build what? Like, they are very successful. And they never lose who they are. You see them repping the chain here. They never lose who they are, even as they are suddenly being accommodated in very successful places that usually have doors that are closed, all right? That's the King of Wands. So you can have someone like this come into your life that can really show you and say, hey, this is how I became the champion. Listen here. You guys do very well during spring to listen to motivational videos from people who were able to get success after difficulties. They were able to have like that goat mentality. They were able to like figure out from their own life lessons how to have high success, things like that. And they're already processing that wisdom and passing it along and passing along the wisdom their mentors told them. Y'all take that. Take that. I'm telling you, it never hurts to listen to people who've already gone through things. It makes you wise at a very young age. And so you have that energy. Be reckless, take your actions, try things out and think about it later. But also listen to the teammate who's a little older than you, who's like, hey, this is how I got it, fam. This is how I did it. Yeah, cut to the back on that play. See what happens, right? It'll help you out. You'll thank me later. Those kind of tidbits are gonna really, really help you have the right mentality. A winner, championship, victorious mentality is what's meant for you for spring. Literally nothing that's an issue right now for you is going to beat you. Not a single thing. I'm telling you, not a single thing. You guys will be very victorious, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again on another one. Bye.